Oregon Health Authority reports 108 active workplace outbreaks, a record since the pandemic started. And Aaron Corvin with Oregon OSHA is seeing another rising problem. What are the big things that you're tackling right now?
Employers who are choosing to disregard requirements.
Oregon OSHA recently implemented new emergency rules for all workplaces. Employers must notify workers about possible exposure within 24 hours and provide training for spread prevention. Safer ventilation is required in places where workers cannot be remote, and employers must take input from employees.
No one knows their workplace and their job better than the worker doing it.
Traynor is president of Oregon's statewide Federation of Labor Unions, advocating for workers on the front lines.
Is to treat them like the heroes that we like to call them. That also includes paying them for the risks that they bear when they go to work.
He says 1 in 6 Oregonians have gotten COVID-19 from a workplace outbreak. Most cases are in prisons, with more than 1,200 cases among the top 3. Others include distribution centers like Amazon in Troutdale at 101 cases, Fred Meyer in Clackamas at 88, and Walmart in Hermiston at 87. Food processing plants, too, like the Lamb Weston potato facility at 90 cases. Meanwhile, Oregon OSHA is on overdrive.
About 15,000 COVID complaints since March. In a typical year, we receive just over 2,000 complaints.
Considering the sheer volume of complaints that you've received this year, astronomical, what's a realistic expectation for someone who's filing a complaint?
We are going to reach out probably in a matter of days to engage the employer as quickly as possible.
He says enforcement is ramping up, but the goal is to help employers with resources.
Infection control plan, risk assessment for worker exposure, the fact sheet, consultants.
OSHA does protect identities of people who file complaints. It's incentive to do the right thing.
This cannot be all on Oregon OSHA. We take this very seriously. We're working as hard as we can, but we really need a lot of folks to be pulling in the right direction.
All to untangle the web of cases stemming from these workplace outbreaks. I'm Galen Etlin for KGW News.